Welcome to the GLAC Studio. This is Gomathi, Siva, Sankaran, founder, CEO of the Guiding Light Art Company, building bright futures through art. Today, in the season 2, ninth episode of the GLAC What Next series, Change Management in Practice, we are going all the way to Australia to meet a dynamic personality that has embraced change so happily all the time, whether it's her personal life or her career. Nobody would have imagined an electrical engineer turned AI coding expert, turned a movie actor, turned a PR. This is amazing. But what I learned from all these reflections of yours is that you're never stopping to experiment something new. And the way you approach failures, of course, you did say that you were emotional about it in certain cases, that you had to cry. But at the same time, you took that as a challenge and to see what is coming out of it. I liked certain things about what you said, that you were accepting that there are some weaknesses in you, certain things you don't like, certain kind of work styles you don't like, and certain things do not work well with you. So you were able to accept it also. From this, I'm coming back to a question on a lot of youngsters grow up with the definition of success already. So I have to achieve this. If I have to get into this school, then that's the only goal in life. If I don't do it, then everything is gone. That mindset, it does exist. It's good to have an ambition, but I also see that when you're a teenager, you haven't done enough mistakes like we have to know what could be coming up. So that's one. And also I have noticed even people who are in career, maybe they are in the mid 30s or 40s or 50s, whatever, and struggling to break through because they have, like you said, they find themselves in a place where they do not appreciate so much of what they are doing, or maybe they don't feel appreciated. What do you say to these people that are just thinking there's only one goal in life, or one job, that job, or one higher education, that school is the whole world?
Right. It's actually interesting, question, Gomathi, and very, it is very intense as well. Like when you think about it, because my grandfather, or our people of the older generation, they start in one company, they retire in the same, like 30 years, 40 years, they're in the same spot. And I would say they had that fulfillment, and they actually don't get it, because even in my home, right, they're like, I don't know how I would call you. Like, when people ask what are you doing, I don't know what to say. I'm like, that's okay, don't say anything. And it's fine, because I've been learning music. One day I would sing, and nothing defines us. And for me, having seen my mother's side, like my granddad, like he was a teacher, and that's what he did his whole life. Like he's 85 now, touch wood, and still he's so passionate about teaching. And one thing I learned in my journey was, no matter what I did, right, communication was the key for me. That was connecting the dots. So I saw, when I talk about music, that is a way of communication. You learn the nuances, and that teaches you a lot of things. So normally what people do is, if I have to be in communication space, I have to, work on corporate, I have to work on writing skills. But there are a lot of other nuances, because people are not actually appreciating the fact that, multiple things, like you do one thing, but that will teach you, like, completely different thing. For example, when I give a concert, when I sing, right, that would teach me one on what kind of message I give to the audience, how to captivate the audience. Like again, it's like your speaking skill, but through singing. Also, when you make a mistake, right, how you quickly come back out of it, and so that people don't even notice. Because when you're on a stage and when you make a mistake, and you can't stop like that saying, "Yeah, I made a mistake." You just laugh, you just smile. So it's a lot of things. Like you have to find out what you really like, and yes, it is always good to have that one goal, to go completely for it. But if you actually think, if you're open, right, you would go a million times higher than what goal you've set for yourself.